Hello folks, my name is Steve Davis and I'm president of the Fairfield County Board of Commissioners. This is kind of the 2020 version of our State of the County. I hope you know I'd like to be with you, and I'd like to be in a big event center right now with 250 folks and prowling around a stage and kind of telling our story. But with the way things are, this is probably the best we can do with that. So I wanted to take just a few minutes and let you know what's going on and how we're doing. We came into 2020 as a county in the best financial shape we've ever been in. When we look, for example, at the general fund, we came into 2020 with $14 million cash on hand. That's more than we'd ever had before. The reason for that was we'd spent the last couple of years kind of preparing for a recession. We were thinking after 12 years of economic growth that had to end at some point, and we thought maybe that would be in 2020 or 2021. So we built up that very strong cash position to kind of prepare for what we thought would happen. Of course, we didn't know what would actually happen, and that we'd be in the middle of a pandemic for most of 2020 and probably into 2021. So we came into it strong, and then during the pandemic we've had to make some adjustments, some of them difficult. And then the federal government has come in pretty strong with some assistance to local governments. When all is said and done, we'll probably leave 2020 in a little better financial position than we came into it with. One of the reasons we feel pretty good about coming into 2020 in such strong financial shape is when you look back over the last 10 years at some of the things we've been able to accomplish, like building the Fairfield County Jail and the Sheriff's Office in downtown Lancaster, and constructing the Baldwin Center where we've got our emergency operations and our major crimes unit, our coroner's office all have new facilities. A brand new records center where the Lancaster Gazette used to be. We're doing some great things right here at the corner of Main and High with some new construction. Against all of that backdrop, still in great shape. You know, over that same 10-year period, we took the dog shelter from what some consider to be the worst dog shelter in Ohio to now the Ohio Dog Wardens Association rates it the #1 dog shelter in Ohio. So a lot of great things been going on, and then even after accomplishing all of that, still in really strong financial shape. And so then what we're thinking about now as we look forward to 2021, of course we don't know what the economy is going to do. Is it going to bounce back good and strong? Is it still going to have a kind of a pandemic hangover, if you will? So we want to be real careful with that. So whereas some folks are suggesting that we come up with new programs and new ways to spend money because we're in such good shape, that we should take this federal money and see how fast we can spend it on different things, and we're not doing that. We're trying to be real careful and prudent, and then trying to take the long view over the horizon so that we can continue to say that Fairfield County is in great financial shape for as far as we can reasonably forecast. So that's where we are kind of on the financial front. We're feeling good about it. We've got a number of unknowns going on. Probably the biggest right now is we're in some litigation with the Franklin County Health Insurance Cooperative. They owe us $9 million. We expect the court will agree with our position on that. And if that turns out the way we think it will, then that also will be very helpful to our overall financial position. We're going to circle back and try to be strong and fair with our employees and public servants throughout the county. We put a little burden on them this year with some cuts we made to try to account for the pandemic. And we're hopeful to be able to circle back to those folks and square up, so to speak. They're doing a great job in the pandemic. A number of entities throughout the state really struggled with the transition from what I'll call normal operations to pandemic protocol, but we didn't. We had a plan in place for dealing with a pandemic, and we simply executed that plan. And so I hope you'll agree with me that if you're a consumer of county services, you hardly even noticed in terms of our provision of county services throughout this time period. So again, something we're very proud of. You know, we're paying attention to all the things that are going on around us. We know that race has been a very prominent discussion, and race relations, perhaps a little more so throughout the country and other parts of the country than here. But I want you to know we're listening and we're learning. Our focus as we think about that will be on county operations, those things that we can control. And staff in the Commissioner's office are looking at some issues related to that, and we'll try to take the long view of things, not get caught up in which way the wind's blowing on any given day, but we're mindful of that, and I wanted you to know that. We've been real strong on law enforcement. Our sheriff's office is well funded and will continue to be well funded. We're in nearly constant communication with the leadership at the sheriff's office to make sure they have the resources they need to account for public safety and to deal with the threats as they arise. So we're feeling good on really the whole front, and we're just hopeful that the pandemic will wane. Perhaps a vaccine will be coming in the next few months, and we can start kind of returning to life the way we want it to be. So I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're proud of your county government and what we've been doing, and hope we get the chance to keep on doing it for you. Hope you're all having a good day, and you take care now. Thank you.